The Steelers' biggest problem right now might not be talent, it might be coaching. From Keanu Benton's regression to head-scratching special teams decisions to what the future at quarterback looks like, it all comes back to one thing: development. Let's break it down. And real quick, if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow. And subscribe for more Steelers and NFL breakdowns every week. So, some fresh analysis coming out of the Steelers building. Jerry Dulac reports someone inside the organization believes Keanu Benton has regressed. Breaking news, right? I think every Steeler fan could see that. Benton flashed in his rookie year, but since then he's become an afterthought. And this season? Rough start. The real question isn't just has he regressed, but why? Is it all on Benton, or is coaching part of the problem? Because the less influence the staff had on him as a rookie, the better he looked. Once they shifted him to nose tackle, things went downhill. Tom Brady once said on The Herd that not all coaches know how to develop players. Some quarterbacks land with top teachers. Others get the 32nd ranked coordinator. That logic applies here. Coaching matters. And Benton's regression feels a lot like Kevin Dotson's situation. Dotson was strong as a rookie. Then the staff forced him out of position at left guard when he was better suited at right. Instead of letting him develop, they stuck him elsewhere. He declined, left Pittsburgh, and now thrives with the Rams as one of the top guards in football. Same talent, better coaching. Benton's case looks similar. He clearly has ability. The Steelers drafted him in the second round for a reason. But moving him into a role that doesn't fit, then doubling down when it's not working, that's on the staff. If Mike Munchak were still here coaching, would we even be having these conversations? He turned Villanueva from an undrafted tight end into a Pro Bowl left tackle. Imagine what he could have done with Broderick Jones. So yeah, Benton has regressed. But pinning it all on him ignores the bigger picture: coaching and player development. Now, switching gears, after the Caleb Johnson kick return disaster in Week 1, the Steelers have named Kenneth Gainwell the new return man. My question: why wasn't this decision made sooner? Johnson never showed juice in preseason, then fumbled in Week 1. That should have been it. Instead, they stuck with him in Week 2, and again, nothing. We had better options: Roman Wilson's speed, or even Calvin Austin if you wanted to stretch him a bit. But Johnson? It didn't make sense then, and it makes even less now. Big Ben even said on his podcast he's not sure Johnson gets another snap this season. And honestly, it's hard to argue. Once you're in that doghouse, it's tough to climb out. Which brings me back to the coaching decisions. These games swing on a few plays, and giving Johnson repeat opportunities hurt this team. Yes, you want to give young players confidence, but not at the expense of wins. Last topic, Will Howard. He popped up on Cam Hayward's podcast and talked about learning from Aaron Rodgers. His takeaway? Rodgers isn't just talented, he's brilliant. He knows every defensive look, every coordinator, every tendency. And he's passing that knowledge on to Howard, even letting him run parts of meetings. Howard's goal is to learn one new thing every day. And with Rodgers mentoring him, he's in a unique spot most rookies never get. Which brings us to the bigger question: what about 2026 and the next quarterback of the Steelers? Everyone assumed this year's college QB class would be loaded: Arch Manning, Cade Klubnik, Nussmeier, Sellers. But so far, underwhelming. Arch has struggled, Klubnik's been bad, Sellers inconsistent. The guys actually standing out are names like Carson Beck and Oklahoma's John Mateer, who weren't even hyped as top picks before the season. So if you're the Steelers, are you really giving up multiple firsts to chase one of these guys? Or is it smarter to develop Howard, already in the system, already learning under Rodgers, and use those picks to strengthen the roster around him? Think about it. Howard may not be a sure thing, but neither are any of these so-called top college QBs. And history tells us you don't have to be a first-rounder to succeed. Dak Prescott, Brock Purdy, even Spencer Rattler, later picks who look like competent starters. So why not Howard? Given the competition, sure, but it doesn't have to be a first-rounder. And if Rodgers stays healthy and keeps producing, maybe the smarter move is to go all in around him now, not mortgage the future for an uncertain QB class. Bottom line, Steelers coaching has some tough questions to answer. Benton's regression, Johnson's role, and the quarterback future all tie back to one thing: development and decision-making. And that will determine whether this team maximizes its talent or wastes it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Here we go, Steelers.